Buenos dias. So with that enthusiasm, this week we're going to be doing our repaso for the examen final, the big final exam, the cumulative exam on chapters 1 through 3, which is on what day? Friday. Our final exam is going to be on Friday. What do we start on Wednesday and Thursday? Wednesday and Thursday this week. Anyone? Oh, we haven't talked about it in this class. Huh, no wonder. Okay, Wednesday and Thursday we have an oral project that we're going to be working on. Okay, and with his piece starting tomorrow, we're going to be having some class time this week to work on those. Okay, so you'll be working on your review packets, you'll be working on your Honduras project and your oral project, and you're actually going to get time in class today to work on the oral project. So first, each class, basically, we're going to review one small part of the final exam, and today we're going to start with la hora, with time, because that was one of the first things we learned back in chapter 1. So what is it, I want to just kind of get a poll in here, what do you remember about time? What are the rules of time? Raise your hand if you can give me one rule of time. One rule of time. There's 3 people. 4, 5 and a half, and a 6. Okay, Chris O'Reilly, what do you have?
They're always feminine.
Okay, time is siempre, 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 plural. Time is siempre, siempre, or no wait, what did you just say?
Feminine.
Siempre, siempre, I'm super awake. Siempre femenina, sorry. Femenina. Okay, time is always, always feminine. So what are the 2 articles that you'll use then if it's always feminine?
Law and loss.
La, you're only going to be using la or loss when you're talking about time. What is, we have one exception, menos, one exception, what is our only masculine time? One masculine time. Time is always feminine all day long except for one time. Fuentes, what do you have?
1.
1? No.
It's not 1.
1 is feminine. What do you think, Norman? El mediodía. Okay, so how do you say it is noon? It is noon. S El medio dia. Why is this masculine? Why doesn't this follow the rule? Why? What word in here is masculine? Dia. And what does medio mean? Half. Medio is like half. Half of a day. Half of a day is noon, right? Okay, half of a day. And adjectives have to agree, right? What kind of adjectives can go forward in front of the noun? Why does this go in front of the noun instead of after? Why isn't it dia medio? What kind of adjectives can go before the noun?
Quantitative.
Oh, adjectives of quantity. Do you remember this? Okay, adjectives of quantity can go before. So SL, medio, and dia. Because the word dia, day, is masculine, you have to have all of the rest of it be masculine and agree with it, right? And remember, los dias, what are los dias? We have el lunes, el martes, miércoles with an acento sobre la A. Do you guys know your days of the week, or do we need to write those down? You know them? Okay. All right, another rule of time. Another rule of time. Levanta la mano if you can give me another rule of time. Tristan, what's one thing you remember about time? Like, what verb do you use with time? Okay, we always, always, always use the verb ser when we're talking about time. And we know that it's one of our uses of ser, right? When we were talking about our uses of ser versus a star. You're always going to use the verb ser. And what are the only 2 forms of ser that you're actually going to use? Because you're never going to say, I am 1 o'clock, you are 1 o'clock, they are 1 o'clock. He is, or S or son. Okay, you're going to use S or you're going to use son, always. Okay? What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me about time? What do you remember? There's some irregular things about time. What do we have? Dime, Becca.
You're never going to say a number higher than 2.
Okay, we don't say a number. We need to say no numbers that are higher than 29. What do you do then?
You go to the next hour and you subtract.
Okay, you go to the next hour and subtract. Should you be writing this down?
Yeah.
What if you've written it down before?
Do it again.
Write it down again! Yeah, chiquititos. Nobody is just sitting here chilling out. That includes those of you who are watching this as a YouTube video. Make sure you're writing this down because these are totally quiz questions. Okay, on the final, I have questions about what are the rules of time and the exceptions. Am I gonna ask the super easy one? How do you say what time is it? No. No, I'm gonna put all the weird things in there, which is what we're going over right now. So no numbers that are higher than 29. Instead, you go to the next hour and you subtract. So, let's see here. Jordan, can you pick a time for me? Any number that's higher than 29. What time is it? What time are we gonna say?
8:40.
8:40. Okay, 8:40. All right, so it's 8:40 right now. 40 is a number higher than 29, so we can't say 40. So we're gonna go to the next hour, which is what? 9, right? 9. Jaylyn, would I start with S or son for this? Why? You're absolutely right. Why? You're totally right.
I don't know.
This is the tricky part, right? Being able to justify it. She's absolutely right. You start with son, but why? If I tell you it is 9 o'clock, is 9 singular or plural? Plural. So could I use S?
No.
No. Okay. So now, you guys told me that time is always feminine, okay, and that we always have to use an article, either la or las. So what's going to go with S? La or son las, okay? Es la or son las. So here we're going to use son las. Son las. And what did you say the answer would be? Nueve. Son las nueve. How do you say minus? Menos. ¿Así?
No.
¿Todo bien?
No.
Sound this out. What does it say?
9
minus.
Son las nueve menos 20. Is this what you want?
No.
How do I fix it?
Switch the E to the I.
E in the I. Watch out. That's one of the most common spelling errors. And those numbers just keep coming back to haunt us over and over and over because they're always going to show up with time, okay? Give me another rule for time.
Hey.
Time is always feminine. It's always... Dime, Randy.
It's always plural except for
Time is...
one.
Except for what?
Una.
Okay, time is siempre plural. Siempre plural. Except we have 3 exceptions for this one. What was one of them that you said?
Una.
Una. And so would you use es la una or son las una?
Es la.
Okay, es la una. Es la una. It is 1 o'clock. And that's going to be the truth anywhere between 1 and 1:30, right? Because at 1:31 you'd go to the next hour and subtract. So then it'd be 2. Okay? So anywhere between 1 and 1:30. Another one.
Es la medianoche.
Es la medio or media?
Media.
Why?
Because noche is feminine.
Because the word noche is feminine. Es la medianoche and es el mediodía, right? Okay? Time is always feminine. It's always plural. Plural. We always use the verb ser. What else?
Oh.
What 2 numbers do we never say? What 2 numbers do we never say?
15 and 20.
Arios?
Cuarto for 15.
Okay, we nunca are we going to use 15, she says, and instead you said you wanted cuarto, right? Okay, my super cheesy joke is that pirates like to show up at a quarter after, so that you write cuarto, which means a quarter past, instead of what? Cuatro, instead of cuatro. One is TRO and one is RTO. And the scary thing about this, thank you very much. The scary thing about it is when you guys start telling me about your siblings, and people will tell me, yo tengo cuarto hermanos. What does that mean? I have a quarter of siblings instead of 4 siblings. So watch out for that one. Nunca are you going to say 15, you're going to say cuarto, okay? And what's the other one you're never going to say?
30.
The other one, 30, muy bien, Miss Emma. 30, instead you're going to say?
Media.
Why media? Why not medio?
Because time is always feminine.
Because see rule number 2 up here. Time is always feminine. Yeah? Okay, other things. How do I say in the morning?
De
la mañana.
De la mañana. De, or what else could it be? Por la mañana. De or por la mañana. How do you say in the afternoon?
Por day slash or la
Day or por la tarde. And at night? Day or por la noche. Now, how do I know when to use day and when to use por? They aren't interchangeable. It's not just a magical thing.
Use day when you know a specific time.
Okay, we use day when it's a specific time. When we're talking about a specific time. Okay? Yo me levanté a las 7 de la mañana. I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's a specific time. Or you can use por when you're talking about like cada día, every day. Yo tomo un café por la mañana. Yo tomo un café por la mañana. Todos los días. What do I do? I drink coffee when?
Sometime
Every day when?
In the morning.
In the morning. Did I give you a specific time in the morning that I drink my coffee? I have to wait exactly until 6:35 a.m. before I can have coffee?
Yes.
Yeah, nunca jamás. Okay? I just drink it sometime during the morning. Yeah? Preguntas? Anybody? No? No? Okay. All right, let's take a look at our entry task. Número uno on your entry task says, ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? Okay, now 6th period. You should make sure that if you need to pause the video now, and you guys can answer the entry task questions from Monday's class. Okay? All right, for the rest of you, here we go. Número uno says, ¿Qué hora es? Now, what does ¿Qué hora es mean?
What time is it?
What time is it?
Right
Now. How do you say right now?
Hora?
Ahora, muy bien. Ahora is right now. That's a great word to know when you're talking about time. Ahora is right now. And they have son las 8:20 de la mañana. ¿De acuerdo?
No.
Yes? No? What do we think? Son las 8:20 de la mañana. Fuentes, what do you see? Vix, what do you see?
They should have used media instead of vente.
Okay, you want it to be 8:30 instead of 8:20?
Oh, I thought never mind. I thought vente was 30.
Okay, that's okay, no problem. What is 20? 20. 20 is 20. And you can remember that the tall size at Starbucks, isn't it 20 ounces? The 20 latte? Oh.
Whoa.
All right. Okay, 20 ounce. Dime.
Then there's called MidTerm.
Yeah, what does this say? 20. That one is a killer. EI, 20. Son las 8:20 de la mañana. Looks absolutely perfect, okay? Everything else looks perfect. I like that they use the verb ser, that they use the plural version because 8 is higher. Okay? ¿A qué hora terminan los estudiantes con los deberes? ¿A qué hora? Now, what does ¿a qué hora mean?
At what time?
At what time? I'm asking you about a specific time of an event, okay? At what time do they finish, who?
The students.
The students, with what? With their homework. Los estudiantes terminan los deberes a las 7 de la noche. Perfecto. If I ask you a qué hora, what do you have to give me in your answer?
A specific time.
A time. If I ask you at what hour is something, you need to make sure and tell me a time, right? Okay, you gotta make sure and give me a time. Los estudiantes terminan los deberes a las 7 de la mañana.
Wouldn't have to have con.
What? They don't necessarily. What would it mean if I forgot this ah and put a son in there instead? Because that's a really, really common error. What would that mean? The students, they finish their homework. Son las 7 de la noche. What does that last part mean?
They are
It is
7.
They are 7 o'clock, or what else could this mean? Son las 7 de la noche.
It is 7 o'clock.
Exactly. It is 7 o'clock. So you looked at me and you said, oh, the students, they finished their homework. Right now it is 7 o'clock.
Good to know.
Exactly. That's like a what? Okay, so make sure you have that ah here. Okay, a las 7 de la noche. Any preguntas? Okay, next one. Okay, ¿a qué hora vienes a la escuela? ¿A qué hora vienes? Again, we're asking at what hour do you come to school? Okay, the verb is in which form? Which form of the verb, Taylor? Do we have? the to form. So you must answer in the what form? In the yo form. And I really like that when they answered, they remembered that this is a go verb. Did you guys remember that? Okay. Now the only thing, we don't need this la hora here. Okay, at what hour do you come to the school? So you're going to start with, I come to the school. How do you say at? Ah. Do we need these two verbs? How would this translate? Vengo a la escuela. I come to school. It is. They are 8 o'clock in the morning. So how do I just make it, I come to the school at 8 o'clock in the morning? Yo vengo a la escuela a las 8 de la mañana. Yeah? All right. Hey, on your whiteboards right now, we're going to do a couple examples. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page before we continue on. So on your whiteboards, I want you to answer the question, ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? On your whiteboards right now.
Is that like the time that you're writing right now?
What? Yep, and I want you to answer me that it's at 7:35 p.m.
Miss Ruddock, manana needs a tilde.
Where did I? Oh, mañana does need a tilde from the last one. Thank you. ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? ¿A qué hora es la fiesta? So remember our strategy. If all else fails, what do? Regurgitate the question. At what hour is it the party? The party, it is at,
No, it's.
check your spelling. Really, really close. Check your number there. Perfecto. Perfecto, muy bien. Muy bien.
Oh.
Muy bien. When? In the morning? You going to your party at 7:35 a.m.? Whoop whoop. All right, we have la fiesta es a las 8:25. And remember, with 25, the T has an I after it when it's 25, right? 25 de la noche. Perfecto. Okay? ¿A qué hora? ¿A qué hora? I want to know at what hour son los partidos de Duke.
Ew.
The best basketball team ever. ¿A qué hora son los partidos de Duke? Now, question. Do you need to know what los partidos means?
No.
If all else fails, what do? Regurgitate the question. At what hour are they the games of Duke? And your answer is going to be, I want you to tell me that they play at
6:45.
6:45?
Yeah.
Oh, I just started right down 6. Okay, 6:45. So the whiteboard back there?
Duke isn't gonna win.
I don't know, what do you guys think, at night or in the morning? At night? All right, we're going to be logical.
They lost against Syracuse.
I'm sweeping the floor.
Check your verb. Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Check your verb. Check your verb. Okay, you're missing a verb. We need a verb. Check your verb. I'll have to hold them up there. Let me see them. You're missing an article somewhere. It is 7 o'clock right now. 6:45 right now. Nice. Okay, you're rocking it. There we go. There we go. Okay, we have repite. Oh, selection. Okay, hold on. We have repite los partidos. Everyone, repite los partidos. De Duke son a las 7:45. Why did we have to use son a las? Why was it not es a las?
Plural.
More than one game. There's more than one game. There's more than one game. Is this helping? Is this helping? Okay. It is 7:30 right now. It is 7:30 a.m. It is 7:30 a.m.
What time is it?
7:30 a.m. Perfecto, muy bien. Muy bien. Excelente. Way to remember that it's feminine, girl. Check your verb on there. All right. We have, repite todos, son las 7. Son las 7:30 de la mañana. Okay. Son las 7:30 de la mañana. All right, muy bien. Adios. Que tengáis un buen día. Don't forget. So this week, what are the things you're working on kind of in the back of your head? You're going to be working on your Honduras project. Okay. And that will be due next week.
Honduras.
Or, sorry, not Honduras. Yeah, we're doing Honduras. Honduras project, your oral exam, okay, the visual aid for the oral exam and your sentences. And then you're also working on your review packets, yes? Okay, todo bien? Okay, ciao.